felt so good to be able to be outside Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with no hives. Absolutely no hives. It's crazy because they sometimes follow me periodically throughout the year in Galveston Bay. We're figuring all of it out. You know, at least I have a place to feel healthy, and I am going back to Texas and see how I feel in Houston. I can say in the last 2 trips to Austin, it's better. It's not perfect. I was able to be outside for the opening day ceremonies without hives, but my lungs were burning and my skin felt itchy. Mast cell activation syndrome, I never heard about it until it happened to me, but apparently it's triggered by mold illness. But I do feel like it's actually getting better now that we are treating the mold illness underneath it, because I came out positive for every single strain of toxic mold. But hey, I don't have a yeast infection. The good thing is it hasn't impaired my ability to sail in other areas where I'm not as allergic. The mold illness makes me hyperreactive, but the real problem really is mold illness can re-trigger Lyme relapse, and I had 10 years of Lyme disease, and no thank you. I could have had 2 J105s for what it costs to go through Lyme disease. It's not fun. And the last thing I need to do is go through that again. The other part about the mold illness, at least I can heal from that. Alternaria is not my friend, and it's an outdoor mold that grows on road construction. While I'm not allergic to road construction, just allergic to the mold that grows on road construction, because that's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. But here, I've managed to figure a way to sail in Houston. I'll be there on the race on Saturday. I'm sailing here, and I'll be able to sail again. And my hope is to do the wild turkey and to feel healthy enough to not need a Benadryl before the start of the race to keep the hives away, and do the mermaid regatta, because last year's mermaid regatta we beat those pretty serious teams as a completely amateur team. But I had to take 2 Benadryl peptide combos, which is the H1 and H2 histamine blockers. But the problem with that is if you take a bunch of those, it basically mutes the antifungal. So here in Alabama, I don't need to take as many H1, H2 blockers. So giving the time for the antifungals to really work, it's not so bad to be here and have a regatta on my birthday. Knowing what I know now, I have no regrets about missing South by Southwest this year. And really, because that's an outdoor walk. And it's very difficult when your lungs feel like burning to do anything. Like, you don't want to be outside and not even do yoga outside. And now I'm able to do yoga in the grass. And my little boat has her mast stepped up, and I can practice. Really hopeful, and that I can be back to my full, chipper, happy, witty, kooky self and enjoy life to the fullest. And I'm grateful for all my clients that have been so super patient while I do this, because it's definitely Austin, since I'm unpacking things, and that's when the hives come out, when I unpacked things into my Alabama base camp here. And I have 2 base camps in Texas to maintain Texas state residence. It's just nice to know that there's a place like this where I feel accepted as a sailor, respect to race with my peers here. I'm looking forward to bringing my J29 to Alabama and learning what I can, because whatever I bring, I will bring to the games in Galveston Bay and also Lake Travis. Because I don't care what boat I have for the Wild Turkey Regatta, I hope to be able to helm and definitely be core crew at the very least for the Turkey Regatta in Austin for Thanksgiving with friends. And I miss my friends. My family is attic and spread out, but I have no issues in Mexico over Christmas. And it's a gorgeous place to watch the sunset and just listen to the sound. Signing. Happy health.